Check it out, I got here the Ranni Nendoroid. Check it out, you get a little backdrop in there. It's kind of fun, but other than that, that's it. Anything in there? No. Okay, so I have it kind of splayed out here, so you can see that it all kind of comes apart. It's kind of neat. I did notice the arms kind of came off a little too easily. You got a bunch of different arms. One where they're holding hands. Those hands can actually separate. And you have one with a ring on it. I don't remember if this is like a story part where she has a ring on her hand. But I thought it was cool that you can take the hat off even though unfortunately there's a big nub up there. So doubt you'll be displaying without the hat. And also this little cowl comes off or whatever you call that. And you can put it on other figures if you want. So that's fun. And then you have a sitting pose. You get a little booty. And then you get a rock to sit her on. There's the extra face. Let's get it all put together. And the moon blade. As you can see, it's transparent, which is cool. A lot of great details on the. It does have little legs in there that are movable, just not much range of motion there, but they move. So I'm already kind of annoyed with this figure because there's a lot of moving pieces, and this arm is falling off like crazy, and I already marked it up with this brown shawl, and that's annoying. Because I was trying to put it back in there while it was still on. So that's the one thing about Nendoroid I'm not a huge fan of. It's just these pieces tend to be really sensitive to movement and they fall off easily. It's kind of one of those things, once you get it set up you don't really want to mess with it because it's just going to be annoying. I think that's in part why I like the SH Figure Arts minis, the Figura minis or whatever they're called. They tend to be a little more sturdy. So there she is all kind of set up there. There's no way you're gonna, unless you're using museum putty, you're gonna have to use that stand. That kind of is par for the course with most Nendoroids. Yeah, so let's get her set up in another pose here. The skirt has a mark on it too. I'm not sure where that one came from. Anyway. This thing, this shawl thing, is like the bane of my existence. Every time I get her set up and I go to put that on, everything just falls apart. So I might just keep her like this. This might be the most annoying figure I've had to pose. So probably, I kind of like this pose with the little hands. Kind of plotting. But overall, this thing has great details. I wouldn't mind having a more solid figure out of this, or like maybe a 112 figure. The head also poses, so you can look up and down. But Nendoroid is one of those things where it's good to follow the numbered patterns of how to take apart the figure. But even with that, this left arm was also giving me trouble. It was like popping off and then the arm peg would fall off or the hand would fall off. So, kind of annoying, but now that I got it set up, I will probably never touch it, so I don't have to deal with that. I wanted to do some stop motions, but I'd have to be very minimal in the movements, otherwise everything's just going to fall to pieces. So, yeah, there you have it. I don't think I have much else to say about it. Moonblade is great. I'm sure that'll fit in other figures' hands. Yeah. It's a cool blade. Overall though, I mean, good details. Nice details on the hat. It's a cool thing. Oh!